Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to go over the 5F notes on summarizing the data with you. All right. At the end of this, you should be able to find the mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data, frequency data, and continuous data. Okay, and then you should also be able to find various percentiles of the data on a cumulative frequency graph. All right, so let's start off just with a quick review of mean, median, and mode. So you'll remember mean is just the average of all the numbers or all the data. Median is the middle number once all the numbers are arranged from smallest to largest. And then the mode is just simply the number or numbers that occur the most often. All right, so that's mean, median, and mode. So let's take a look at example 8 from page 129, and that says find the mean, median, mode of the data. And we have, here's our data here. So mean, again, is just the average of all of these. So really what we need to do is just add all of these up and then divide by however many we have, which is 1, 2, oops, can't see it now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of data. Okay, so there's 9 pieces. P-I-E-C-E-S. Holy cow. Good spelling. Okay. So let's add this all up. And we get, let's see, 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Just double check, make sure I got them all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have all the data as long as I entered it in right. That gives us 47. Right? And then again, we know we have 9 pieces of data, so we're going to take our 47 and divide it by 9 to see what we get. So let's take that answer and divide it by 9, and we get 5.2 is our mean. Okay, so mean is 5.2 or 5.22, however you want to put it. They didn't specify where to round to, so we'll just do that. The median. So for the median, we have to rearrange this all in order. So let's do that. Let's see, the smallest one is 3, and again I'm going to cross them off as I go, just make sure I don't do them twice. So there's 3 and then 4. We have 1, 2, 3 5s. And then we have 3 6s. And a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got all the data in there. So the median is going to be the middle number. So again, since we have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this here is going to be our middle number because there's 4 to the right and 4 to the left. So median is 5. Right? And then the mode is the one that occurs most frequently. So the mode for this one is going to be both. It's going to be both 5 and 6. And when you have 2 different modes, you call that bimodal. All right. So that is example 8. Let's take a look at some more. All right, let's take a look now at how to find the mean, median, and mode in a frequency table. Okay, so this is from page 131 in your book. This table here, I just copied and pasted right out of there. So this one here, the value 3 has only occurred once, and then 4 occurred once, 5 occurred 3 times, 6 occurred 7 times, 7, 15, 8, 8, and 9, 5 different times. Okay, so there's 40 total pieces of data. All right, so for the mean, what we need to do is we need to figure out what all of these are worth. Again, since you have 1, 3, what they did over here on the side was they just took the value 3 and multiplied it by however many times it occurred. So 3 times 1 gives us 3. 4 occurred once, so that's a total of 4. 5 occurs 3 times, so you go 5 times 3 to give 15. So what that would look like if we were to write all the numbers out in order, it would look like this, at least at the beginning. We would have 3, and then 4, and then we'd have 3 5s, right? And then we'd have 6 7s, so forth and so on, just so you kind of get an idea. So you take 6 times 7, and you get 42. We multiply. They already multiplied all these out for us, and they even added them all up. So the total, if we add up all 40 pieces of this data here, we get 278. So to find our mean, we're going to take 278 and divide it by 40. Right? So we get 278, divide that by 40, and we get 6.95 to be our mean. Alright, and then let's take a look at the median. So again, if there's 40 scores, 40 total pieces of data, we really want to find the average of the 20th and 21st piece of data, right? Because that would be the middle 2 pieces of data. So let's see, this is 1, 2, we're up to 5 here, plus 7 is 12, plus 15 gives us 27. So both the 20 and 21st piece of data they're both 7. So that means the average of 7 and 7 is just going to give us 7. So the median is going to be 7. Right? And then the mode is the one that occurs most often, and that one's really nice and easy because look, 7 occurs 15 times, and the one that occurs the next most would be 8. So our mode is also 7. Alright? So that is how you do it if you have a frequency table. So let's try it out on our own and see what we get. Okay? So here's example 9 from page 132. So for the following distribution, find the mean, median, and mode. Okay? So I would highly suggest at this point, especially if you found that last example easy, push pause right now and try to calculate this out on your own to make sure that you can do it, and then start it back up again and make sure that we get the same thing. Okay? So the mean, again, I think it's probably going to be easiest if we just do what they did for us before, and that's going to be to multiply these out, right? So they called it, they just did the f times x, or the score times the frequency. So let's do score times frequency. Just make our new little column here. So we have 1 times 6, which gives us 6. 2 times 9, because there's 9 2's that show up, that's 18. And then 3 times 4 is 12, and then 4 times 7 gives us 28. Okay, and then we can add those all up. 6 and 18. I guess you could probably do this in your head, but I'm going to do this on my calculator because I can. 64. So it gives us a grand total of 64, and then we also want to figure out the frequency, how many total scores there were. So let's see, 6 and 9 give us 15, plus 4 more is 19, plus 7 more is 26, right? So for part A, the mean, we're going to take 64 divided by 26, right? So 64 divided by 26, and we get 2.46. Alright, so there is our mean. We should probably label it, so 2.46 is the mean. For part B, the mode. So the one that occurs most often, again, that's a nice easy one because it shows us that 2 occurs the most often. So mode is 2. And then our median is going to be our middle score. And again, since we have 26, you take 26 and divide it by 2 and you get 13. So you're going to have 13 is going to be you'll have 13 for the first half and 13 for the second half. So we want to look at the average of the 13th and 14th number. Right? So let's see, 6 plus 9 is 15. So that means the 13th and 14th number are both 2. So that means our median will also be 2. Alright. Excuse me, hopefully you got all 3 of those. And yeah, hopefully that makes good sense.